cried the whole night long. Said I rolled a tumble and I cried the whole night long. I woke up this morning, you know right from wrong. When you wake up in the morning and you find that your roll is gone. Yeah, when you wake up in the morning and you find that your roll is gone. You wring your hand and you cry the whole day long. If the river was whiskey and I was a diving duck, yeah, if the river was whiskey I was a diving duck. To the bottom, never to come back up. Now the sun will shine in my back door someday. The sun will shine in my back door someday. And the wind will rise and blow all my blues away. Hi fellow pickers, welcome to my lesson on my version of Roll Tumble Blues by Willie Newburn. We're in open D tuning, which is D-A-D, F sharp, A and D. I have no capo on the guitar. In the performance video I think I used a capo for my singing, but I thought it might be easier for you to follow me if I put the capo away. Now let's start with the intro, which you can also use as the solo in the middle. We start with a steadily beating thumb here, so we have no alternating bass, but this single note bass thing here on the basic note, which is a D in the beginning. Later on we will have a G and also an A. And we start with a little upbeat consisting of 3 notes, open string notes. If you want, you can also start with 4 notes, so then just add a thumb note at the beginning. And then in the first full bar we start out with these 2 notes, 3 and then 5, and this 5 has an approach from 3. So like that. And all these slided notes with an approach, I should say all these bottleneck notes with an approach have a mark in the tablature, okay? something like a slash. Okay. Then we have to repeat this 5 here, this fifth fret note. And at the end of this bar I start with a gentle, I mostly do this, a gentle vibrato, sorry. Okay, and then same note again, the same approach, then the open second string, then 3 on the second string and open first string, like this. And then we have a quick slide from 3 to 2 on the D string and the open D string note. I play from the beginning again. Then we have this open D string and then a 4th fret on the D string with an approach from 2 or maybe 1. It's up to your taste. And then 2 very fast open D string notes. Open A, then A in the second fret, and open D string again. Again. Then we have a 3 finger chord in the 12th fret, again with an approach. And before I play the open string here, I do this glissando downwards. If I didn't do this, this would really sound a little boring. So I play this glissando downwards. And then 12th fret with an approach on the 3rd string and the 12th fret of the D string. And then we have this little appendix. So this is a bar which normally shouldn't be there. I think Willie Newburn didn't play this, but I inserted this bar. And this is marked as natural, that means played without the bottleneck for the fingers, and what we need is the middle finger in the 3rd fret of the 3rd string and the ring finger in the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And afterwards we go to the G chord. But let me play from the beginning first. Okay, now we come to the G chord, which is basically the bottleneck over all the strings in the 5th fret. What I do is, the last note of bar number 5 is a slide that leads us into this G chord, and it's a combination of a slide and a bass note. That means when I play the bass note, the first note of the G string, of the G chord, I should arrive in the 5th fret here with my bottleneck. Again from bar number 5. And then we can just stay here in the 5th fret with the bottleneck. Maybe we can do a little vibrato. And the first note of bar number 7 is a very short note. I immediately after playing mute this note, and then I stop my thumb movement, so we have a break in the bass. We don't play the bass anymore here. And melodically we play the same as in bar number 2. And then we start like in bar number 3. But here I do something differently. I have a quick slide from 3 to 2 on the A string, open A string, and then this note in the 3rd or 4th or in between. Mostly I go in between, here in between F and F sharp. Like this, okay? So from bar number 5. And this bar number 9 only consists of open strings. Okay, at the end of bar number 9 we have a long slide from 3 to 7 on the D string, and again it's a combination of a slide and a bass note, which is the A here. Then we have to repeat the 7th fret note twice, come back to the A string, and then we slide up from 7 to 12 and repeat the 12th fret note, again from bar number 9. And after having played this glissando downwards, I have this muted chop here over 3 strings, and then I immediately mute this and have this 5th fret note on the D string with an approach, open D string, then 7th with an approach, come back to 3 and 0. Again from bar number 9. And this is what we know from bars number 8 and 9. And now the whole intro or solo, and I try to play a little slower now. Okay, let's have a look at the verse now. Many things are very similar or even the same as in intro and solo. At the beginning I try to follow the melody with my guitar, and I play. Okay, this is 3-3, open 3 on the 2nd string, then a slide from 3 to 5, repeat the 5 again. The next bar, a slide from 3 to 5 again, open, then 3 and open, and all on the 2nd string. Okay, and with the singing. Rolling a tumble and I cried the whole night long. followed by this bar here where I play open D string, then an approach to the 4th fret on the D string, play this twice, and then slide back from 4 to 2 and bring the open D string again. Then we have to play A string, 2nd fret, and open D string again. And after that we play this inserted bar that we already know from intro and solo. So from the beginning, I roll and I tumble, cry the whole night long. And from this moment, it's almost the same as in the intro I played. I roll and I tumble and I cry the whole night long. I woke up this morning. So this is a little different because instead of sliding up to the 12th fret, I stay in the 7th fret. I woke up this morning, and at the end of this bar I have, I'm sorry, something like that. This is a chop with the index finger and a chop, a reverse chop, also with the index finger. I woke up this morning, and the first chop has an open A string and the 7th fret of the D string, and the chop backwards is totally open. And this is followed by this muted note on the 5th fret of the low string. I woke up this morning. You can play this with an approach or without. I woke up this morning. It sounds a little brutal when I stop here, but this is not the case when I play the whole thing. I woke up this morning, didn't know right from wrong. Okay, and then we have this 5 open, 7 open, 3rd with a little smear, so just bring it a little over the top. Okay. I woke up this morning, didn't know right from wrong. And this is what we already know from the intro. And I also use an alternative for bar number 4 in some verses. Instead of doing this, I do this. What we already know from the intro. Okay, now the whole verse. I will roll and a tumble, cry the whole night long. Woke up this morning, didn't know right from wrong. When you wake up in the morning and you find your roller gone. And this is another alternative. Instead of using the bottleneck in some verses, I use this chord that we know from this bar number, what was it? Excuse me, bar number 5. I roll and I tumble and then this chord here is 1st fret of the 3rd string and 2nd fret of the 2nd string. I roll and I tumble and I cry the whole night long. Okay? Rhythmically, it doesn't matter what you do. this or something like that. That's up to your taste and fantasy. I roll and I tumble and I cried the whole night long. The rest is just the same as we just discussed. Okay folks, that's it for Roll Tumble Blues, for my version of Roll Tumble Blues. I hope you found this useful, and as always I'd be glad if you welcomed me back soon for another lesson, and in the meantime take care and have fun. Bye bye, thanks for watching.